Hell, isn't there an NCAA game going on y'all got to go to? Huh?
Final Four is here and that.
Where's it at? Is one in town somewhere?
Final Four will be next week.
Oh, it's here. Oh, jeez.
Final Four.
Way to be on top of things.
Call Marquette, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, Marquette's out right now.
Hey, Doc, Danny Granger, you know, where is he right now? How's he been for you guys? I see the minutes. Has he looked good to you?
Yeah, he's getting it. You know, he's been up and down, honestly. He's had some really good games, and, you know, he struggled in a couple as well. I just think, you know, he's getting used to playing every night. He's trying to get used to our defensive system, you know, and the way we play. But overall, he's been good. He's been a great teammate. That's the first thing you really want, a guy that just wants to fit in. And he's done all those things, so that's good.
When Chris got hurt, obviously Blake had to step up his game. We talked a lot about that, but the other guys, was it good for them to see Blake kind of embrace that, and does that help them kind of go to him and trust him more?
I guess. I like I said before, I don't know if we didn't. You know what I mean? That's why when you look at Blake's numbers, they went up, but it wasn't like they jumped by 20 points or anything. He was already having an all-star MVP year before Chris got injured, so he just upped it. So I think more people from the outside realized how good he was. I thought all our guys in our locker room, we knew who he was.
About a month ago in Oklahoma City, I was with you guys up there, and I asked you if you knew what you really had at that moment, and you said, I think I do, but not really.
Yeah.
Do you now?
I don't know if you do. I think I do, but not really. You know, I think you got to get in the playoffs, and then you'll find out more. I mean, that's the real test. I like our team. You know, I like them a lot. I think we have a lot of good things going. We're very versatile. You know, but the next test is the playoffs and the next step. So we'll find that out.
And I guess the question being, like you said, the versatility. Is there things you learned that you know about your team now that you didn't know taking over?
Yeah, a lot. I mean, Blake would be one example. I knew he could do things. I didn't know he could do the variety of things that he could do. DJ has been sensational, you know. I honestly believe that DJ could do what he's doing. You know, we hadn't seen it, but I believed he could. And now we know he can, you know. So Jamal is, you know, we knew he was a great offensive player, but he's a great teammate. And he's doing everything he can for us on the defensive end. So there's a lot of things you learn. You know, we're very emotional. We knew that. I think you guys know that, and that'll be something that you know, we'll have to see how that goes.
With JJ, has he had a setback since he started ramping up at all?
Not that I know of, unless you know something that I don't know. No, JJ's good. We just are being very cautious. We're going to take our time, but he's no setback that I know of.
Do you mind them being emotional just to make sure they don't take it?
Yeah, you want emotion. I mean, I'd rather have a guy that's emotional. You know, it's easier to stoke a fire than start a fight.
Right.
You know, so I'd rather have that. You know, you just want them to, you know, emotional and mental toughness are, you know, they're all in that same category. And you have to be able to play with emotion. I don't think anyone lives life greatly without it. But then you have to be able to control it. You know, like last night's tech of Matt, I honestly didn't think Matt took it over. I thought he got a tech. You know, we have the fourth quarter tech rule. You know, we don't want any of those because you can't make up that. You know, but that I told Matt after the game, he was fine. It just happened to be Matt Barnes. You know, one of those things. So, but those even don't bother me. We just have to make sure we stay focused on our task, and we can't get sidetracked. If we're playing well or not, you got to still believe you're going to win the game. As a team and individually. You know, if you're in foul trouble, if you think that you're not getting the right calls that night, you know, probably there's somebody on the other team that feels the same way. And you just got to be able to play through that. And we're young, you know, and so that's harder. Like with a veteran group, I think that's easier. They've been through all that emotional stuff. We're still growing through it, and it just takes time.
Does executives actually call the league when their players get texted that they deserve? You're both now.
Mm-hmm.
You're both. You're the executive and the coach. Do you feel the need to call the league about match tech, try to get it rescinded by any chance?
Oh, I do at times. I don't say when I do. I'm not going to say if I did or not, but I have the number on. Yeah, I know it.
Did you doubt it?
I could have. And I know it without even looking.
You call that many times?
No, I don't. I don't call that often, but I do know the number, and I do try to protect my players.
When Chris went down, when you guys were here, did you have a feeling? You knew how good Blake was, but did you have a feeling how he would respond, how the team would respond during that stretch?
No, I did not. I didn't know how we were going to respond. I don't think anybody says they knew that. I believe we'd still win.
Yeah.
But I didn't know how much and how we were going to play. Doing that game, we're coaching on the fly. I mean, hell, Chris is not going to play anymore that night. And at the time, we thought it could be, at the time it was 50-50. It could have been for the season. So we were thinking, that night, all the different ways we were going to have to play. And what we realized is we didn't have to change the way we played. And that was good to know. That's something we did know. We still played at the same pace, played faster at times. And when he first got injured, as a staff, we were talking about slowing it down, walking the ball up the floor. And then we started thinking, well, why would we ever do that with Blake and DJ on the floor? How we have to play at a pace. We just don't have anybody to really bring it up now, so we started advancing the pass, and it probably helped us as a team.
When you look back at the stretch, was the biggest benefit Blake, Jamal, Collison, those guys getting more responsibility on the
I don't know if they didn't get more ball handling responsibility, really. They just got more playing time.
Yeah.
And, listen, Jamal Crawford on the court is never a bad thing. That's the one thing I knew before Chris got injured, and I know now. I mean, when he's on the floor, he's gonna make things happen, and usually it's gonna be for the better.
Last time you played these guys, Doc, you were down 17 around the 5 minutes.
Yeah, that was.
What did you do to turn around?
I have no idea. I mean, that was one of those games where you had no business winning. We know that, and they know that, and we won the game. So we'll take it. We've had some games where we had no business losing. And we lost the game too, so it all shakes out. But that was one of those games. That was one of those rare games that you have every 5 years. Where I thought our guys just kept fighting, honestly. And every time it looked like the game was going to go away, someone made a three to cut it to 12. You'd think and that gave us enough hope to get it to 9. And then the next thing you know, we won the game. That was one of those, when you walk off the floor, you had to check to see if that was right. Did we win that game? And it's good to get that.
I know you hate